From this presentation onwards, we'll start with the new topic, that is circular linked list. And in this presentation, I will introduce you to the concepts of circular linked list. So let's get started. There are two types of circular linked list. One is circular singly linked list and the second one is circular doubly linked list. These are the two types of circular linked list. Let us discuss what is circular singly linked list. Circular singly linked list is similar to the singly linked list, this must be noted, except that the last node of the circular singly linked list points to the first node. Okay, so last node of circular singly linked list must point to the first node. This is the difference between a circular singly linked list and a singly linked list. And this is how a circular singly linked list looks like. Here the last node must point to the first node, and this is the difference between a singly linked list and a circular singly linked list. Here if we replace this address by null, then it becomes a singly linked list instead of a circular singly linked list. Okay, so this is the small difference. Apart from this, circular doubly linked list is similar to the doubly linked list except that the last node of the circular doubly linked list points to the first node and the first node of the circular doubly linked list points to the last node. So here last node must point to the first node and first node must also point to the last node. Okay, now let us learn how to create a node of the circular singly linked list. First, we should understand that how a circular singly linked list node looks like. Here you can see a singly linked list node and a circular singly linked list node. In a singly linked list node, we have a null over here, while in case of circular singly linked list, we have the address of the node itself. That is the address 1000. If this is the address of the node, then this address will get stored over here as well. So this is how a circular singly linked list node looks like. Now let's see the program. So here is a program. You can see the two standard libraries are included. Apart from this, we have a struct node which consists of data as well as the next part, which is very similar to singly linked list. In the main function, we have a data variable which stores this value 34 and we have a tail pointer also. Here we are calling circular singly function and to this function we are passing data, that means this particular value 34. And you can see over here this is a circular singly function. Here this integer data, that is this variable, will receive this value 34. We have this temp pointer declared over here and to this temp pointer we are passing the address of the node. And you can see the memory to the node is allocated by the malloc function, right? After this, to the temp data, that is to the data part of the node, we are storing the value 34 and to the next part we are storing the address of the node itself, that is temp, right? And finally we will return temp back to the main function which is received by the tail, that is the address of the node, and then using tail we can print the data of the node. And that's it. This is how a node looks like. Let us suppose the address of this node is 1000. So 1000 will get stored in the next part as well. And the tail pointer, as you can see, is pointing to this node. So this is the node of the circular singly linked list. Now let's try to create a node of the circular doubly linked list. The program is similar, but here in this case we have a struct node with three members. One is prev, the other is data, and the last one is next. In the main function we have a data variable and this time we are having this value 45. Again we have a pointer tail and we are calling this circular doubly function, and here is how the circular doubly function looks like. To the data part we are passing the data, to the next part we are passing the temp, and to the prev part also we are passing the temp. That is the difference, okay? And then finally we'll return the address of the node back to the main function which is received by the tail, and using tail we can print the data of that particular node. And that's it. This is how a circular doubly linked list node looks like. Here in the prev part and in the next part, the address of this node is contained, okay? And tail is pointing to this node as well. And of course you're seeing this also that instead of head, I'm writing here tail. There is a reason why I'm writing this tail over here instead of head. And I'll tell you the reason in the next presentation. Okay friends, this is it for now. Thank you for watching this presentation.